You're fun. There you go. Now then, I need to go get my charger for the phone, because I have both chargers in the bedroom.
Where do you find the... I don't get credit.
Fuck it. I don't know where the cheese is. Come on, cat. Did you make it in? Alright, I'm on the way back. Now, unfortunately, due in part to the fact that there's about a 10-second delay, I'm gonna have to do some mean stuff to you. You're gonna want to turn up the volume on your phone. Yep, I heard it. Not quite, because you see, in order for you to be able to hear me in real time and see what's going on, you're gonna have to watch through YouTube. So welcome to Smite. I mean, you see the same login screen as everybody else, other than the fact that per update, the login screen rotates. But you'll have to use the YouTube chat for questions. Don't worry. When we're done with your actual tutorial on Smite, I'll rejoin party and shut off YouTube. That's if Smite decides to load today. There we go, that's more like it. Alright, first things first, as you can see, there is a massive amount of bullshit on the screen right now. The only thing that is relevant to you is gods. Did my controller just freak out? Yes, it did. Play and gods. Maybe store, but I'd say stick to just playing gods for right now. All this stuff down here, store you can mess around with if you want. Don't worry about the battle pass. Don't worry about esports live. Don't worry about the tyrants. Talons. Don't worry about the vault. Don't worry about earning free rewards. This stuff over here to the right where you can cycle through all this gem bullshit. Blah 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 blah. Don't worry about it. Patch notes doesn't matter because you're just learning the game. So changes don't make nothing. You got these options down here, so if you hit start, you have a quest and it wants you to do certain things. Don't worry about that, so on and so forth. The only thing you need to worry about is play and gods. Play gods. Hypothetically, if you hit options, it'll take you down here to the bottom right. That's the... I mean, if you look down at the controller right next to the triangle button, it says options. Meh. But friends list is there, so I mean, if you really wanted to, you could run through and, you know, yada yada, yada yada. And friends list through Smite is separate than PlayStation. And that's due in part to the fact that, like I said before, Smite is multi-platform. So the first thing we're going to talk about is Smite in general. Smite is battlegrounds of the gods. It's gods from every ethnicality versus each other. So you got gods like the mage category. Where's Zeus? He's here somewhere. Well, here's Poseidon. So you got Poseidon, Greek, you have Hades, Greek, Zeus is here somewhere, there he is, Greek, You got like Ra, Egyptian, so on and so forth. The next bit to get into is the classes. There's 5 classes. You have assassins, which are in Conquest. The assassins are referred to as either A, assassins, or B, junglers. And that's just because there's mini game modes to Smite, which is Arena, if you actually consider it a game mode, Assault, Joust, Clash, Siege, and I may be missing one. But those are mini game modes. Full-on Smite is Conquest. Conquest is 5v5, there's 3 lanes, and we'll get into the rest of that later, that way we're not confusing too much. But anyway, assassins are they're assassins, also referred to as junglers. Guardians are also referred to as supports. Hunters are also referred to as ADCs, which stands for attack damage carry, and that's because they're supposed to be the true damage carry over the period of a game. Mage is also referred to as mid lane. That's because in Conquest they're the people in the middle. They're basically in Joust, which is currently the most played game mode I play. They're minion clears. They clear the minions, they sit at towers, they help in team fights, that's about it. They throw out an ult. Warriors are also referred to as the solo lane. But in just about any other game mode they're going to call it a warrior. So now that we're stepping away from what you have here, so you have assassins, guardians, hunters, mages, warriors. Jump back. I know, it's a lot to take in. So, if you go to play, you have the featured is basically irrelevant. I wouldn't worry about it. It's memory of the things you like to play, and then it's going to show up here because it's what you play a lot of. If you R1 over to normal, this is each one of the game modes, and I'll run through them, starting with probably the simplest, which is Arena. So Arena, if you see, it's like a coliseum, and the concept of it is it was what you were in earlier when I swung by, and that is that minions are going to spawn on your side of the map, minions spawn from their side of the map to the portal. You'll kill minions, you'll push them through the portal. Every minion you put through their portal, they lose a ticket. Every minion you kill, they lose a ticket. Every enemy god you kill, they lose 5 tickets. They might have buffed it to 10, but it was 5 the last time I actually paid attention. And then whoever has tickets at the end wins. It's up to 30 minutes, and it is 400 tickets to start. Clash is 2 lanes. Same concept, just the difference is you have 2 lanes. Minions run up the middle, run from both sides of the lanes. You can see the little icon next to the Egyptian head there. They'll run up, they'll meet in the middle. Same concept. Joust, 1 lane with a small jungle. And then minions meet in the middle, they deck it out. First team to kill the Titan wins. Assault is random gods, random bullshit. I'm not even going to cover that. The chance if you ever playing it is going to be slim to none. We might play it for shits and giggles later. Siege is basically you're running a 4-man team against a 4-man team, because the only people I know that queue up is when you get four team members together, but you don't have a 5th to play anything else, and you don't want to run Conquest because you get smacked around if you don't have a full team. Grab bag, we'll skip, and then Conquest. So you can kind of see from the icon here is that you have a lane to the right, which it's kind of like a trail that leads all the way to the other side of the map. A lane up the middle, which leads to the other side of the map, and then a lane to the left. So it basically comes down to is a jungler is going to spend a lot of the time in the middle there, and he will go from buff to buff, XP camp to XP camp, getting the XP he needs and gold for the team, so on and so forth. He'll occasionally come around and gank if people push up too far. Can help split push, but that's kind of 50-50. And then there's higher objectives on the map, such as gold furies, fire giants, so on and so forth, that they'll kind of help prep for those. I'll just use that wording there because it's probably the simplest without going into full detail. So then you have your solo lane. Your solo lane is going to be with the towers farthest apart, and they're going to be on the side with the mana buff. Basically, it's going to be a warrior versus a warrior in a standard environment. There are special cases where you'll get like Loki solos that end up getting crapped or basically shit on in any type of higher tier gameplay. But there's some exceptions to the solo lane. Mid lane is usually mages. There's a few throw-ins you can put in there. Junglers are usually assassins. It's the classic. There's a few others so they can jungle. Such just kind of depends on the kit, the class, how they run, movement, so on and so forth. All gank capability and safety. And then you have the duo lane. The duo lane is going to be your hunter or ADC along with the support and or guardian. So you're going to have two in the duo lane, and currently I've seen a lot of the ADC will basically sit there, the hunter, and he will continue to farm his lane and make rotations to the 3v3 fights on that side of the map. And in this current meta, it seems like the support is doing a lot of the rotating and initiating, so it's kind of nice because it kind of brings it back to the olden days. But jumping into the simplest form of gameplay, I'll jump into a arena, and then I'll run a joust. So the objective kind of changes depending on what type of game mode you're playing. Joust, Siege, and Conquest all share a pretty similar concept. Assault does as well. The only problem is with Assault is that Assault is random gods randomly selected for you, but you're still going through towers to Titan. To where Assault or Arena here is just a clusterfuck of idiots pushing minions. It's basically play to have fun and fuck up your god stats forever. Which, before I jump into Joust, I'll jump a little bit more into god stats and stuff. But yeah. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna pick. So Merlin is a mage. Izunami there is an ADC. Hades is also a mage. I will destroy my Bakasura stats today. The god of Devour or Hunger, they keep changing it. He likes to eat. Cthulhu's a guardian. So based off game knowledge, here we're going to talk a little bit about items and stuff like that. So I know from game knowledge that Ares has an ult which is going to chain me and pull me in. Hades has an ult that is going to suck me in. And Thanatos has an ultimate that if I'm under a certain amount of health, it's going to one-shot me if he lands on me. Colin's ultimate's pretty easy to avoid, so is Amusenkob's. Especially with their god ranks only being 5, Ares at 3, Hades at 3, Thanatos at 1. Colin is a 2000 worshipper. So their highest player is a mage, but he doesn't have a movement ability, so he's easy pickings for me. So I'm going to go beads. I'm going to go into Death's Tool, and I'm going to go boots. I'm going to go just mana because I can eat minions. Split for the rest. And I'm gonna hop out of here because I'm a little late getting out of lane. So these here on any other map will be considered the jungle buffs. On Arena, it's the left hand and right hand side of the map. And then we're gonna meet up here in the middle. Our minions push from this portal here. Their minions push from that portal there. They meet in the middle. They deck it out, so on and so forth. Ares is destroying our Hades.
Imagine. Minions have reached your portal. An ally has been slain.
Izanami just better brains out, jumping into a 5v nothing. So I have ult here. So does Hades. Now we're gonna finish boots. No kill available, just the best move we got.
Has been slain.
If you're just starting the game, I would suggest heavily working on auto buy. I buy my items individually based off of the opponents I'm playing, although I'm not too worried about it here just because it's new enough. We still haven't seen Ares ult. I thought I heard Hades go off though. I think I'll just throw some Cobb. Our Hades is AFK. That's great. Finish boots. So our Guardian's full in here. I'm just gonna try and back him up. Ares is looking for the ult. He's not gonna get it because he got stunned. He's still running for it. Brandon stole the shit out my kill.
Can you just AFK under the tower?
I'm trying to keep up with the push top highs, easy kill. Arena is, like I said, it's just a clusterfuck. There's really no, there's less skill involved than anything else. Because of my passive on this god, I'm basically, there's Thanatos and his ult. There's Ares ult. He's looking for that lineup with the chain. Not gonna do it to him.
What are you even doing?
I'm gonna watch out for Thanatos' scythe. I'm gonna try and get in here and help push his minions. Ares is used quite a lot of his abilities, so I'm gonna go in on this. Try and punish his team isn't gonna save him. And just kill.
Has been slain.
I didn't get out of that whirlwind in time. Looks like pretty good on damage and whatnot. We're gonna go for buffs. Take damage.
An ally has been slain.
We're gonna eat that. Thanatos hits scythe. We're gonna keep this. He's gonna have to ult get out. Hades is looking for an ult. He didn't get it. Thanatos is up in the air. He's looking for it. Yeah, he wants it.
Carry me, team.
Any buffs left up? All the buffs are gone. His whole kit's down. I could go for it, but it's not quite worth it. Trying to get his moves and cops in check. We're gonna get some tides. He's not happy about it.
Why am I so good at the game?
We're gonna try and pick up this kill here.
An
They're
enemy has
long
been
gone.
slain.
Get the eat on the way by. We're gonna go back and buy some items. So now I'm looking for the kill. His movement's down, so if he doesn't ult here, he's dead.
Can you just AFK under the tower? These guys are trash.
Thanatos is up in the air. Don't quite have enough yet. My team is still losing. I'm gonna try to punish Ares for that. Didn't quite get it. They're regrouped pretty well. Hades ult
What are you
down.
even doing? Why am I so good at the game? Carry me, team.
So long story short, the first item I got, you can see the items I have in the top left, which all the minions just went in. Our Hades is still AFK, so we're 4v5ing. But anyway, on the left hand side you can see like that little scythe at the top left. That's a starter item. The next item after that is boots. It's attack speed, some powers, some other stuff, the basics. After that I went with a movement ability item. Basically it allows me to, when you auto attack, you lose speed. So if the enemy god is just running away from me, they would eventually outrun me. With that katana, it basically allows me to, as long as I'm hitting them, I won't take the
An
debuff
ally has been slain.
from auto attacking them. Oof.
Yeah. 6, 6, 7, 4 ults. We get it.
That was poor decision making on my end.
You are trolling. An enemy has been slain. team.
Well, that's about it for this till the game ends, so I'm gonna go back and see how you're doing. Shalom. Hello?
Carry me, team. Can you just AFK under the tower? What are you even doing? An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Carry me, team.
Hello?
They are getting bamboozled. Everyone look away. Solo. An enemy has been slain.
Are you there?
An ally has been slain.
You're awfully quiet. Welcome back to the land of the living.
In here.
I'm in voice chat with you. I can hear you. Hi. Can you not hear me? Da 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 da.
Can you just AFK under the tower? What are you even doing?
Hi.
Smell my double kill?
So yeah, arena in a nutshell. It's a clusterfuck. It takes less skill than a newborn baby to fucking play.
Why am I so good at this game?
I mean, it's literally just a clusterfuck of throw an ability, hope it hits somebody. But yeah, the concept is supposed to be I mean, I'm sure you're slightly behind due to the video. There's a blue portal over there. There's a red portal right here. You know, they run, they meet in the middle, you kill, yada yada. We have 37 tickets right now, 33 tickets now. So they're gonna win.
Can you just AFK under the tower?
Yeah.
Carry me, team.
How can this be?
Yeah. That's because, I mean, I'm still on YouTube, but I am in chat with you. That's just because at this point, Arena is complete. If you're playing it, like, I play Arena when I'm drunk. Like, I'm too drunk to play Joust or Conquest. That's when I'm jumping on Arena. Does he have ult? I'm keeping track. He does have ult. And he's dead. Damn, this Thanatos, dude. He's got a fucking hard on for me. You'll see him kill me here in a second. I was not paying attention at all. uh, yeah, I would definitely say arena is a good way to start getting comfortable with the game. Though you should still have auto buy on, um, and auto skilling. Um, I would leave it on for a good while. Although eventually you'll want to move out of that, but that comes with time. I'm not endorsing anybody. They all fucking sucked. And Hades was AFK the whole fucking time. Alright, so the last bit on gods is they have an individual rank, which funny enough, so here at Hyman, well, we'll just go with Apollo. Apollo at the top right hand corner has a lightning bolt, and that's because I've gotten him to god rank 1. To where Ho Yi here at the bottom right has a diamond at the top right, and that's because I've gotten him to god mastery rank 10. So here you can see it says Greek, physical, hunter, and then god rank is 1. To where if you look at something like Cupid, god rank 3. Ho Yi, god rank 10. There's also a god rank like Uller, god rank 10. Yeah, so each individual god has a rank. You have your account level, which I'm 108. And then yeah. And then you'll also have ranking or ranked shenanigans, but I'm gonna play one joust for you, and that'll basically end it. So the concept of joust is like it's like arena, but there's a point. Like you're not just running back. In like arena, it's like you run back, you buy items, you heal up, you run out, you try to kill, maybe shoot some minions, and then you just rinse and repeat. To where joust, it's you start at a fountain. There's a Titan, then it's a Phoenix, then it's 2 towers. So the goal is to it's kind of has that same concept of, so I would say arena, what I was just in, the concept is basically you're supposed to be learning team fighting and pushing minions forward. To where joust is 3v3 team fighting while pushing minions into an objective to win the game. I'm curious to know what they'll go. I would prefer to play a mage. Zeus. What about Scotty Ho Yi?
We will fight back the corruption together.
Ho Yi. Ho Yi. For the tribe.
Oh, Plotch. 2 mages and an ADC. Alright. Interesting. She's in her room. That's where she'll be for the entire rest of the night. Yeah. I mean, you're in there 98% of the day. Yep. Alright, so we're going against an Aerie, a Ravana, and a Chong. Chong has double immunity, Ravana has an immunity, and Ares has a CC immune alt, plus chain pull, plus this is bad on many levels. Like their team comp is really good. Our team comp is a clusterfuck. I'm gonna try it though. At the bottom of the Ho Yi screen, top right, middle bottom of my icon, it says Smite 2016.
And I'm the cure.
But alright, we're going to go starter item. We're going to go golden arrow into boots and 2 pots. I'm going to grab health, mana, and beads. Because I cannot afford to get grabbed by Ares. It'll be a death. So basically here is the lane is in the middle. So here's our Titan. It's what they're trying to kill to win. The Phoenix is here. There's the first tower. The second tower is up there. We're meeting at the buff. Which I should be getting speed. Yes. Now we're gonna go mana. The mana buff is basically abilities cost mana to use, and our mage is gonna need that mana to clear the lane. Which clearing the lane just refers to killing minions, which the minions have already met at the middle, and it's on. Ares is already pushing up. He's looking for that stun. It's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna pop both my pots here to get health ticking and mana regeneration back. At the 2-minute mark, so in the middle top of the screen, you can see I'm at 49 seconds right now. At 2 minutes, red buff pops, which is on the other side of this wall. You'll see me take 2 autos at it. So that's when the first real commitment for fighting is going to begin. I'm gonna try to punish Ares here. I got it. Some more damage. I'm also going to rush an anti-heal item for Chong. Try to get these minions push back. Help with the clear, because they're camping on their tower. So if we go into this line here, you'll see me jump at it. That, you see how the tower is attacking those minions? It'll attack us if we pass that line. With and hidden enemy god. So I can walk in there, as long as it's attacking minions, and then the minions walk in first, I can walk in there. But as soon as I hit a god, or it runs out of minions to hit, it'll start to hit me. So Chong is rushing up hellaciously hard. She just lost her life for it, that was dumb. So now we're going to attack left lane. These guys should help me take damage. It looks like neither one of them are coming, so I'm going to be soloing. Oh nope, here comes Watch. That's good. So that's allowed us to hit level 5. And now we can start looking for a kill. They're gonna rush out strong. They just came back. They got, you know, items, so on and so forth.
Be right back. Okay.
So now I'm gonna go back, finish off boots, and I'm going to rush an anti-heal item. So this is why instead of letting the game build for me, which I don't have enough gold for it, instead of letting the game build for me, I choose to build, and that's just because I don't want to deal with Chong's healing here in a little bit. These guys are still doing great up here.
Be right back. I'm going for jungle buff. Be right back. Take this jungle buff. On my way.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy missing jungle buff.
So Ravana's gonna be going over here for
Spot you from miles
damage. And yeah, to start thinking. And we're gonna steal that right there, stopping them from taking it. There's a lot of thinking that goes on. So the minions are cleared. Maximize our time over here, mid XP harpies. So like here, I'm just gonna get free damage on tower. As long as I don't hit them, we'll be fine.
retreat.
An ally has been slain.
And now we're getting the fuck out of here. So he totally just fed his brains out there. He should not have been that far in. This is looking for an ult. Yeah, that was not good. That was So basically, we were ahead in the beginning. Zeus gave him a free kill, and they caught up immediately. Like that was my first death. I'm level 8, and now they're 788.
What are you even doing?
798. Go for it.
Going for jungle buff. Take this jungle buff.
good at the game.
Was the steel folded 1,000 times? I only use 1,000-fold steel. On my way. Retreat!
Hi there. Enemy missing left.
Okay.
Damage field.
Be right back.
Okay.
On my way.
Take this jungle buff.
Thanks.
Let me worry about it. Crunch the numbers.
Your middle tower is under attack.
On my way. My eyes will spot you from miles away.
Can you just AFK under the tower? An ally has been slain.
Let's play
Yeah, man.
soon.
They are getting bamboozled. Let's go, baby.
This is a wash. They just got they got tier 1 tower, we're all dead for 10 seconds. Yep. There they are taking, you know. Yep.
Your middle tower has
There it
been
is.
destroyed.
They're not gonna get Phoenix, they won't have enough time.
Your middle Phoenix is under attack.
Tired, huh? The flight? Oh. What fight did you watch? Oh, yeah. I've seen it on YouTube. Yeah, not worth it. No technical winner. Mayweather won. said, yeah. I was not impressed. But there you go. There's Joust. There's Arena. This one won't be too much longer and it'll be over.